This is life, people. I'm living my life. I work very hard in America. And look at my young guy, too.
One young guy.
Rub down on the coochie area, sir. Let's see you rubbing down there. You know, get down there. Get right down there. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. You enjoying rubbing down, Grandma?
You know, see, you're not a grandma.
So people, I got this video maybe a couple of hours ago, and just to break the monotony of talking about crime and violence all the time, on a lighter note, something that I see that is of concern to me with a lot of these elderly women, what them call them cougar. We come to Jamaica, go to other islands, and they're looking for young men for some sorts of pleasure. However, this pleasure usually comes at a cost, meaning financially in a lot of cases and even emotionally. A lot of times, these are the same women that we see about on social media and specific channels, in which, don't know if you've noticed, there are channels on YouTube and social media that is specifically dedicated to these type of women that seems as if they are desperate, always put themselves in some sorts of predicament, always a ball, so they meet some young man from Jamaica, them are 50, 60, and they meet a man 20-year-old, and them a pay them rent, them a pay them bills, them a buy car, and all the man a cheater, and when him come at Jamaica, the man no want carry them out. It's as if the man is ashamed of them, rete, lele, blue, blah, bling. Don't want to sound like a Grinch. Don't want to take this out of context. So you could let me know in the comment section what you think about this less than 1 minute video that you've seen. How does it look? How does it strike you as a woman maybe married in some sort of relationship? Does this look right? Does this look moral? Does this look ethical? Is what this lady saying is just innocent fun, or is she setting up herself for the taking? Because people, let's face it, a lot of these young men in Jamaica, even though they are hardworking, innocent, it might start as innocent. However, they are always looking for easy picking. They are always looking for some sorts of unsuspecting victim. So therefore, when you lay yourself literally careless, you are going to get FUCK financially and otherwise. First thing first, this lady say, she's a hard-working lady. She come on vacation. She is there to enjoy herself. Nothing is wrong with some sorts of innocent fun. However, whatever you do, it can be taken out of context. It can be misread, misinterpreted. You sound very desperate when you speak like this. You sound as if you are looking for somebody. It sounds as if you are looking for some sorts of pleasure because you pretty much have laid yourself loose. And this young man listening to you, he is probably saying to himself, wait a minute, how that lady sounds so? How she sounds desperate so? How she sounds like she is looking for some sorts of entertainment? Because people, this is exactly what she said. And like I said, we might be misunderstanding her. However, if you ask the average person how it sounds to them, does it sound like this lady should have said something like this to this young man? Now people like me say, this man are doing work, this man is making his money, so therefore you cannot blame him. However, there are too many desperate women out there that are considered as Kruger that come to Jamaica and find themselves in all sorts of predicament because them lay themselves loose. And whenever you lay yourself loose, you are always going to get FUCK. If that is what you're looking for, you are going to get it. However, it is going to come at a cost that more than likely you cannot handle. Maybe it is going to be okay for the first month or so, but after you are paying monthly installments, monthly bills, monthly car note, this, that, supporting a next man, a young man that has his wife, have him picnic, have him girlfriend, that just sees you as a meal ticket. Some just say, like you always hear me say, don't start no ish, won't be no sorts of ish. And before I end, let me ask the average person in the comment section this. If you as a man see your woman getting some sorts of massage like this, and people I understand massage is a big thing in the United States, in the UK, in Canada, all over the place. People go for massage for de-stress. So therefore, there is nothing wrong with it. However, based on all these videos that I am seeing all over Jamaica with women, especially single women, may I talk about the BLACK Americans, and you know that they are some of the loosest type of people. I am not going to say all of them are like that, but me just say it seems as if certain people come to Jamaica and they have certain intentions, certain things that they have on their bucket list that they need to be done. And people, we've seen the videos from the least slackest to the most slackest to all sorts of sex. Ladies out there, do not lay yourself careless or you are going to get FUCK, you are going to get taken advantage of. And I am not trying to say or damper anybody's dream and say that there is no sorts of success story. However, those are isolated incidents. In most cases, it usually ends up with somebody getting broken hearted or even broken pockets, meaning that people clean them out, them stress. So therefore, the little de-stress that you think you are getting, it is only going to lead to more stress. So the moral of the story is that if you seem classless, you will be treated classless by some classless men. And you have nobody to blame but yourself because you put yourself out there with the image or aura in which you put out in the universe. The universe takes advantage of people that lay careless. As in this case, it looks kind of careless, it looks kind of cheap, it looks kind of classless. Point blank and period.
I said the man them did off of the bike at cloth. No, sir.
Now the next thing that is popping in the news. There's a very disturbing video making its round on social media in which two bikers, one in a pink shirts and blue jeans, the next one in a white shirts and look like black or grey jeans. The one of the white and black, him lay down stiff. No sorts of movements. Don't know if he was DEAD or in immense pain that him couldn't move or he was in shock. The one that looking a worse, don't know if it can be worse than DEAD. This one was shaking as if him have some sorts of fits. Means that him and him foot, everything, it look real bad. We can come to the conclusion that maybe him get some sorts of head damage, some sorts of brain damage. Now people, when I see this video, it reminds me of a video that I saw maybe about a couple of months ago in which some popo on a bike, special ops or special response team was chasing down two bikers on a bike, and then them pretty much caused that bike to crash in some sorts of bush. While that bike was about to crash, one of the popo had one of those extender buttons and he was clotting one or two of the youths on the bike. Eventually, when you got some close-up, one of those individuals, he was shaking just like this man. These two stories are pretty much the same, except one is in Kingston and one was said to have taken place in a St. Elizabeth, I think. Don't quote me. In both cases, apparently, they were summoned to stop and they disobeyed orders. They were both chased. One, pop and bike special response. The next one in a Kingston, them they in a some sorts of vehicle. In both instances, vehicles were used to cause these both motorcyclists to crash with the pillion on the back. In both cases, again, like I say, one of two were shaking very badly, like as if them have some sorts of fits. So you know, so them probably drop and lick them head. Now, people, it is very simple. If the popo stop you, don't be bike-wise and life foolish or injury foolish. Obey the orders of the popo, because the life that you save or the injury that you save might just be your own. Whenever you disobey the orders, you pretty much call whatever happens to you on you. Both cases, Kingston and in a country. However, here's the thing. I understand if these youths were coming from some sort of robbery or them calling up somebody and then they might try escape and the popo wasn't going to have it because they caught them red-handed in some sorts of serious acts. You and I know, or maybe you don't know, in a St. Elizabeth's, the bike for DRUGSR weed trade is big, so therefore them go over 80, them get back all sorts of hot bike. Come in a St. Elizabeth, most of the time, no insurance, no registration, none at all. Them just take a chance. So therefore, when the popo pull them over, they think that they can maneuver, outrun the popo. In a lot of cases, as in these two cases, we see that they were DEAD or injured wrong. However, here's the thing. If these youths were just trying to avoid being caught because them never have no driver's license, bike license, them never have no registration, them never have no fitness, and then you cause them to either get paralyzed or either lose them life or either be in some sorts of vegetative case. In some places, especially in America, you cannot do that. You are told by the popo departments, do not endanger the life of civilians out there. Don't endanger the lives of the people on the bike and don't endanger your life. Sometimes it is best if you just make it go and just catch them on the rebound, because most of the time they are probably going to do the same thing over and over. So therefore, it is not as if they are going to stop. So therefore, catch them next day. Don't cause people to lose their life or get badly injured or even paralyzed, even though they cause it on themselves. People, sometimes we understand we have a big problem with criminals, we have a big problem with bikers. However, you have to be sensitive. You have to realize that there is nothing more important than life. So I say this to say that if there's some sorts of fatal crime, some sorts of capital crime, and then you know, say, listen, we cannot make these people get away, then I understand under those circumstances. But whenever some young youths, most of the time they are young and from your past the age of 18 or so, whatever you do, you are considered to be responsible for your own action. So we understand that these people are young, dumb, and full of CUM. And I understand that sometimes when the popo make a judgment call, it is easier said than done, especially in real time, especially when adrenaline is flowing, and especially under the circumstance in Jamaica where we have a big crime problem. These officers are under stress, they are under duress, they are frustrated with the job, lack of pay, and extensive work hours. So we understand that sometimes the decision is not going to be conscious. These youth have to also realize that, listen, we are living in serious times. There are countless videos out there in which you get example and see what happens to bikers like yourself. Them either CRASH and DEAD or get paralyzed. Don't make stupid decisions whenever you play silly games. You get silly prizes. So people like me say it is a very delicate balance. All involved should make the conscious decision. So therefore you can save lives as much as possible. Point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news, it seems as if these old-time badman gunmen don't understand when they've passed their expiration of their prime until they get expired. I am speaking about an incident that occurred in a place called Bridgeport in St. Catherine, in which a 51-year-old man, LUKIE, was taken out. Based on the information, it is said that at about 1 a.m. wee hours in the morning, he was home chilling. When his house was invaded by some assailants, he heard all sorts of knocking. People kick down the door, come inside, blaze him up. Based on the accounts of residents and the PORTMORE report, it is said that the men kicked down the door, go inside, blaze him up rapidly. Residents heard all sorts of loud pipe sound, like I said. But you know, in the garrison, people are going to hear. However, they are not going to leave their house in the wee hours of the morning. They are going to chill. It is said that a couple of hours later, after summoning the PORTMORE, residents went by the house, pushing the door that was already kicked off. Went inside the room, saw LUKIE, screw, laying on his side, riddled with all sorts of cornhole. Needless to say, he was the target. It seems as if Luke was marked for DEATH and he was severely, fatally screwed. People, when we think about the age of these people, don't know if this is a case in which them can't catch Quaco, them catch him short. Because this man obviously has passed his expiration date for the badness. This is some sort of young people genre or game. However, it seems as if LUKIE was playing the game too long until he was marked for deaths and got fatally SCREWED. The moral of the story is this, like that classic song from Kenny Rogers, The Gambler. Know when to walk away. Know when your time of badness has expired before it expires you. LUKIE, our screw, did not take that warning. Because the truth and the fact is that at age 51, if you've not achieved anything in the badness, more than likely you are not going to achieve anything other than destination doom, meaning the big yard or the graveyard. Such is the case further for Mr. LUKIE, point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like these, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. And last but not least, please subscribe to my next channel. It is called Jamaica Dancehall Source. I'll be pinning the link to that channel in the description of this video. Bless up.